Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Excelling into Leadership, the daily talk show on historical leaders by Team Excel. I'm Keegan Smith, your host for today. Jack Head, a professor at IUPUC, recently brought a leader to the show's attention, Attila the Hun. How many of you have heard of Attila? No one? Yeah, I'm not a fan of leaders with lovey-dovey names either. But Attila was actually a vicious, nomadic warrior. Think Hancock meets Mean Girls. Powerful man like Will Smith and Hancock. But Attila is actually a leader everyone can learn from, especially business professionals. As always, I will have intriguing tips and tricks throughout the program from today's historical leader, Attila. But for now, here's Lori.
Hello, and welcome to our game show segment. My name is Lori McDonald, and I will be your host tonight for What Would Attila Say? Our first two contestants tonight are our own Keegan Smith and John Bales. Keegan. Woo! How you doing, Keegan? John Bales. Woo-hoo! Okay, good. I'm going to have you guys here. Now, our object of the game is to give you both partial quotes to what Attila the Hun would say. And when you believe you have the right answer, you ring in with this buzzer here, and the first person that gets the answer correctly will get 10 points. And the first person to get 40 points will be the winner.
Alrighty.
You have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, so we're ready to go. Question number 1. Leaders establish morale and integrity, not through their words, but by, Keegan?
Group hugs.
No, sorry, Keegan.
By their actions.
Very good, John. Leaders establish morale and integrity, not through their words, but by their actions. John gets 10 points. Okay, question number 2. Next to the importance of knowing when to make a decision stands the insight to know.
When it's Miller time.
No, John.
Oh.
Keegan?
When to forego making this decision.
Very good. Yes, next to the importance of knowing when to make a decision stands the insight to know when to forego making a decision. Good job, Keegan. Now, question number 3. Perhaps the most critical element of decision making is
Timing.
very good. Yes, the most critical element of decision making is timing. Good job. All right, question number 4. Leaders make great personal sacrifices for?
Hot chicks.
No, John. Keegan?
For the good of their subordinates.
Yes, leaders make great personal sacrifices for the good of their subordinates, not hot chicks. Okay, question 5. Leaders must encourage healthy what among their people?
Eating habits.
Good, but not correct. John.
Competition.
Yes, that's right, John. Leaders must encourage healthy competition among their people. Good job. So far, John has 30 points, Keegan has 20. Now, question number 6. Without this quality, which is critical to decisiveness, a leader can lose his or her following in challenging situations. Keegan?
Self-confidence.
Yes, good job. Without self-confidence, a leader can lose his or her following. All right, now each of you have 30 points. So whoever gets the next question right will be the winner. So question number 7. Leaders must provide what to their subordinates so they will not wander aimlessly?
A GPS.
Oh, that would be helpful, John, but not correct.
Provide direction.
Yes, that's right. Leaders must provide direction so their subordinates will not wander aimlessly. Keegan is our winner.
Woo!
Congratulations, Keegan. Well, your prize, you get to reminder of his leadership skills and how you can use his skills in your management.
I like the cartoon one.
Okay, good choice. Good choice. And we hope you all enjoyed our edition today of What Would Attila Say? And as always, I'm Lori McDonald, your host, and only Attila can call me hon.
Now look back to interesting game show. Thank you, Lori. Now on to interesting and tips and tricks number 597. Think like a stewardess. Those men and women who always have a smile on their face and ready and willing to help you with anything you may need. Yeah, that needs to be you. Leaders need to be confident, loyal, and trustworthy to their subordinates. They cannot abuse their power or others. In other words, you need to be a professional stewardess and don't be like that stewardess who flipped out on that flight.
This has not happened to me since 9/11 and I'm not putting up with this!
Witnesses say she spoke of union issues and made an apparent threat.
Somebody call 911. Security system, I'm about to kill passengers before takeoff! Stop! I have been fully trained by the FAA!
Stay tuned and we'll be right back after this break.
In today's economy, anyone with a little amount of money can start a business. But starting a business is a huge risk. To make your business meet its full potential, you have to have a game plan or guidelines on how to be cohesive and efficient. This is why you need this book, Leadership Secrets of Attila the Hun. While some of you think there is no way that a book about a tribe a long time ago could help you, but you would be wrong. The Webster definition of a tribe is a category of a taxonomic classification commonly ranking below a subfamily. The definition of a business is usually a commercial or mercantile activity engaged in the means of livelihood. These are very similar in the sense that they both have to be cohesive and efficient to be successful for the means of livelihood. A great leader named Attila strategically managed his people in a quest to take over other tribes. He had his long-term goal and made sure everyone was aware of what his next move was. He communicated to them so that everyone was working toward the same goal and knew why they were important in the process. In any type of operations, from a small business to a billion-dollar corporation, there will be disagreements on what is happening. Attila said, never cast blame for failure on the guiltless. As an owner of a business, you cannot blame your failure on the people you manage. It is your responsibility to delegate tasks and lead your team to goals. If you are an owner, you have to own up to your mistakes. For a business to grow and meet goals set before them, there must be changes. Attila said, never should you exact more privilege from your office than your subordinates are willing to grant. To run a successful business, you should not expect more out of your employees than they are willing to offer. This is a growing stage in the employee relationship. If you reward character and integrity, the employees will be willing to offer more and more, and as they feel you are giving them more and more. And to manage efficiently and have the respect of your peers and followers, you must look professional. You act and look the part of a leader. A chieftain who appears to be noble will be treated as such by both Hun and foe. One who appears as a jester of the courts will receive deference as the same. As a leader, you must try to look noble and professional in your occupation. This lets others see you as a leader and will treat you with the respect that you have worked for. With that in mind, you cannot take advantage of this power. The last tip I'm going to share with you is to know how to pick your enemies. Do not fail to use your enemy's weakness to your advantage. With an open market, competitors are your biggest enemy. Do not miss the chance to have lower prices, better service, and appreciation for your customers to draw clients from other businesses. Any other weaknesses you find in your area of business should be taken advantage of to meet goals and excel past expected potential. These are just a few tips from Attila in this amazing book to create the most successful business possible. So order now and quit working for someone else and start your own business. You can have this book for 2 easy payments of $8.99. By following the tips in this book, there is no way you can't take over the world.
Now it's time for our daily Q&A with Joey Smith.
In today's Q&A, we will feature advice from Attila the Hun. Let's go to our first caller. We've got Jenny on the line from Biloxi, Mississippi. Jenny, what's your problem?
Hi Joey. I just recently put in an application at a store, and my resume was great. I have great work history, and everything was going well. They called me back for 3 different interviews. They said all my answers were great, and then suddenly I just didn't get the job, and I don't know what to do.
Well, that's too bad. We have Attila on the line. Let's hear what he has to say.
Sorry to hear about that, Jenny. But no one will win every battle in life. Sometimes you will lose no matter how prepared you are to win. Do not dwell on bad emotions too long, or they will rule your life.
Sounds like good advice. Let's go to our next caller. We got Bobby Johnson on the line from Erie, Pennsylvania. Bobby, what's your problem?
Yeah, I own a company, and we're about to merge with another company, and I'm not quite sure how, the negotiations should go. Do you have any advice on that?
Well, let's ask Attila.
Great question, Bobby. Keep negotiations secret. They must be done in private. In negotiation, you must take well-studied risk. Try to foresee all possible outcomes to determine those that will yield favorable results.
Thank you, Attila. Bobby, I hope that helps you. All right, we have time for one more caller. We have Bridget Lane on the line from New York City. Bridget, what's your problem?
Hi, and I have a question for Attila. And oh my gosh, he's so big and strong, I can't believe he's on the other line. But anyway, back to my question. I'm about to retire from a leadership position at a fashion magazine, and I was wanting to ask Attila how he thinks I should proceed.
Well, Attila, what do you think?
That's a great question. You should express gratitude to all who have served you well and recognize the ways in which they have made you better. It is important to voice your opinion that the new leader will serve his coworkers well, perhaps even better than yourself.
Thanks once again, Attila. That's all the time we have for today.
Those were some pretty interesting questions. Thank you, Attila. Now for our final interesting tips and tricks. Number 600, value your honey. Attila hasn't always been valued as a great leader. He destroyed many towns and cities and killed many people, but we can still learn from him. You know the saying, learn from your mistakes? As a leader, you need to look at your leader and see what works and doesn't work for him, because hopefully one day you'll have his job. So even if your boss is the biggest jerk ever, learn from his mistakes and adjust your leadership skills. Thank you for watching today's episode of Excelling into Leadership. Tune in tomorrow for our special on Barack Obama. Thank you and have a great night.